So what's a few rules of gun safety, Eva? You know all these.
Be sure of your target and beyond.
Right.
And
always aim the gun in a safe place, right? Finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot.
I think that freedom is, essential to the American lifestyle. It's the foundation on which this country was made, and we talk about it a lot in our family. It's a big pillar of our family lifestyle. We really prioritize freedom, the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, and also the ability to teach our children in homeschool.
All right, so we're gonna shoot like down at the play rack there through these little bushes, okay? Does that make sense?
We're actually studying American history, and it comes up a lot, the whole idea that in order to have freedom, you have to have freedom of speech. You have to be able to express those ideas that are different, otherwise you have no freedom. And you can only ensure that you have free speech and freedom if you can defend yourself against somebody who's trying to threaten your freedom, and that is where the Second Amendment comes in. And the children have come to realize that if you don't live in a free society, life isn't really even worth living. There's not a lot of value to it. And we see that when we study American history right now, when they start to see things like Patrick Henry saying, give me liberty or give me death. If you can't be free to live your life in safety and in the way that you want to, where's the value in that?
Now you can just press that little button right there. Just push it down, like that way. There you go.
I think that sound suppressors have really revolutionized the way that our family interacts with firearms. I know personally for me as a woman, I've been around firearms for years and years, but I still find them to be intimidating. They're loud, they're jarring to shoot, and it just makes the whole experience more comfortable and enjoyable. I feel like I can do it. It sounds silly to say, but as a woman, I feel like I can handle it when I have a sound suppressor on there, because it's just less of an abrasive experience. And then that makes it easier for me to teach my children about firearms. I think firearms are a pillar of our American freedom. We've introduced them to our children at an early age, but using sound suppressors makes them approachable for our children, so it's less dangerous for their hearing. We do use hearing protection on top of that, but it makes it something that's more accessible to teach young children about, because they do need to start at an early age learning how to safely handle firearms and all of the rules that make being around firearms safe and enjoyable.
And then this thumb goes up, and see how that feels more better? Okay, cool. Nice. What do you think?
Cool.
In our family, we do certain things like we have hard rules on you don't touch firearms in the house. And the only time that you can is when an adult is present and interacting with you. If you are ever to find a firearm at somebody else's house or something like that, you go and get it grown up immediately. And I think we give our children enough access to the firearms in terms of shooting practice when we're present, that it curbs the dangerous curiosity that I feel like a lot of children get around firearms.
What do you think?
Our children have been around them often enough that they know exactly how to handle them, and although they're instructed not to touch them, I know that if there was some horrendous emergency experience at somebody else's house, I know that especially our oldest daughter would know exactly how to handle that firearm to take it away from perhaps a young child who is mishandling it. So I think exposure is necessary to prevent accidents.
So just, shoot over the rocks down there. Perfect. There you go. Good job. High five. Alrighty.
I think that rimfire suppressors are really an excellent way to introduce friends and family who are reluctant to firearms or who are curious, but they're nervous about the noise levels. They're what we use when we introduce our children or their parents and their friends who come over who know that we're interested in firearms and they want to learn more. It's the best way to introduce it in an unstartling and a gentle way, because it's crazy quiet. We practiced shooting today with some of our homeschool friends. We had 6 kids out there. One of them was a 1-year-old baby. We had a dog out there, and nobody even needed additional hearing protection in the form of earplugs or over-the-ear protection, because it's so quiet. There's no kickbacks on the 22s. Everything's just really a gentle exposure. There's complete safety with instructors out there, but also the children feel at ease. They're not waiting for, the abrasive loud sound. And it's a perfect way to get children interested enough to start learning the basics of firearm safety and how to operate one.
Here, I got your hair, baby. Here, I got the hair. Okay, we'll put this one like that. Okay, you can move it around if you want to with this hand. So you want it to kind of be straight up and down. Okay.
If I have friends that are even anti-firearm, they've seen everything on the news and they think nobody should have their hands on a gun because how could you possibly have enough training to be safe? It allows them to experience the Second Amendment firsthand in a really safe and gentle way where they can realize that it is possible for them to safely own a firearm, safely fire it, and train to the point where they feel comfortable carrying a firearm to protect their family, and also shooting regularly and having those confidence building sessions where they don't have to fear the unknown anymore, and they also realize that the Second Amendment isn't just for the police and the military. It's for the everyday mom who doesn't want to be in fear for her life or for her kids when she's walking across a parking lot on a dark night. I think it really just allows people to firsthand experience how important the Second Amendment is.